Today I want to talk about the morning routine, your morning routine, and the way you can get the most out of the day. It's not so much about productivity, but the mindset you establish early on in the morning. So the worst thing you can do is pick up your phone, start watching the news, instilling fear into your body, and starting the day on a negative, on a fear-based perception of the world around you. So I want to talk today about 3 habits you can implement that will make your day much better and set you up for the mindset that's actually going to determine the day ahead. So if you win that early morning, you'll win the day ahead. So starting the day on your phone is likely to reinforce the addiction that people often deny that they have, which is to their phones. And here's something I want people to remember. Mental strength is built on the time away from technology, not on it. So I want you to remember that statement because it's an important one. It's built on the time you spend away from technology and not within it. So with that in mind, let's kick off with number 1. Start the day without any tech. So when you get out of bed in the morning, I want you to start with a regime that's actually going to set up the day for you. So I think doing physical training, doing meditation, doing any sort of breath work really sets you up for the day and away from any technology. So this starts the day with peace, clarity instead of fear. So I personally use a combination of meditation, breath work, and an ancient Indian bodyweight exercise program, which makes me feel fantastic and it sets me up for the day ahead. It makes me work harder, makes me more focused, it makes me more determined to accomplish the missions I've set myself. It's very, very powerful. Now you don't have to do something like an hour or 2 hours in the morning, even half an hour will work. And that means you may have to set your daily alarm clock earlier until eventually you will not need one. But if you can do an hour, then fantastic. If you can do half an hour, that's great too, and use a combination of the bodyweight exercises or anything else you want to do. I'm going to be talking about that bodyweight stuff in the next coming weeks, so people got some idea of what that looks like, and the breath work too. Just make sure whatever you do doesn't involve looking at screens. And that may be really difficult at first. If you're used to jumping out of bed and jumping straight on a screen, there's going to be a really strong pull to look at it the first thing you get out of bed. But in time, you'll get used to not doing it and it will feel actually alien to jump out of bed and look at your phone. So once you get up in the morning and you go straight into a breathwork meditation routine, body weight, or whatever else you want to do, a run perhaps, you soon get used to starting the day without any technology. 2, get up at the same time every day. If you get up at the same time every day, you'll get used to being more prolific in the morning. You'll be able to work harder. You'll be able to get stuff done that really matters to you. Now that may mean you have to go to bed earlier in the evening. And this is going to be hard because you may be watching the latest Netflix series you love and think, why on earth would I want to go to bed now when I'm halfway through this series and I can binge watch the whole lot? Well, that's where you need to have your goals written down and you need to give them huge value of what you're actually trying to attempt to achieve, what you're going after. Those goals should be written down. They should be everywhere. You should know what they are and you should give them massive value as to why you want to achieve those goals and what they mean to you. If there's no value to them, if they're not written down, you will always fall to temptation and distraction. Always. So make sure you're clear on those goals. Make sure they're written on the wall, not literally on the wall, but a piece of paper on the wall. And you can then know why you're pursuing what you're doing and give them great value. The more value you give that goal and achievement, the more likely you are to stick to it. Number 3, read a statement of character every morning and every evening. Most guys are really vague on the man they want to be. In fact, I coach guys every week, from teenage boys to older guys, and they don't know what they stand for, they don't have no code of honor. It's all about achievement and the stuff they do in the material world, what they can obtain and what they can gain. That's never going to create peace in a man. A man needs to know who he is. He needs to have a code of honor. A lot of my guys have bought the Bushido poster, The Way of the Warrior, and they read that every morning and every evening to instill in them, to reinforce the man they want to be in the world. Really powerful stuff. So make sure your aim is precise. Personally, I think this is more important than your goals and your vision, is to firstly establish the man you want to be and how you're going to walk in the world to define it. As an example, let me read to you the Indian activist that went up against the British Empire, Gandhi, what he said to himself every day. Have a listen to this and see the power in this. So he said, I shall not fear anyone on earth. I shall fear only God. I shall not bear ill will toward anyone. I shall not submit to injustice from anyone. I shall conquer untruth by truth, and in resisting untruth, I shall put up with all suffering. Imagine the strength and mental preparation he had every day, stating that affirmation, knowing what it meant and his mission ahead. That's a powerful affirmation, and you can do exactly the same. You can find something meaningful to you. You can make one up yourself. Often when I coach the guys, I record their affirmations for them after speaking to them and the words that mean something to them. We put some dramatic music behind them and they listen to them multiple times a day. You will actually develop new neural pathways by doing this in the brain. The information you give yourself is what will define your life and the character of the man you want to be. So it shouldn't be underestimated. It's a super powerful practice. A man will become the beliefs that he tells himself every day, negative or positive. He will become those beliefs. So this is really powerful information. The words you tell yourself, the thoughts you have about yourself will determine the character of the man you wish to be. And this belief that is established for the man you want to be, the code of honor you wish to have, that will give you a strength that will never leave you. Despite what else happens to you in your life, if you know what you stand for, and you've got a code and a strength, an incorruptible force of power within you, that will set you up for life. And that will be more valuable than anything you could ever obtain. Till next time.